This video is going to provide some Excel tips that might be helpful as you work on the second project or take-home exam in our statistics course. For this project, you're going to collect a whole bunch of data that's continuous. I've only listed 20 data values here for the sake of this project, but you're going to have 50 data values in your project when you're done. First, to calculate the mean in Excel, it's really simple. I just hit the equals and type in average, open a parentheses, and then I will select all the data by clicking and dragging my data. When I hit enter, it's going to tell me the average of my data. For the standard deviation, I'm going to hit equals ST DEV dot, and because this is a sample, I didn't interview everybody in the world, it's just a sample, I'm going to use dot S, open a parentheses, and then I will select all the data values again by clicking and dragging and hit enter. Now I have a mean of 20.1 and a standard deviation of about 3.12. Another thing that's going to be helpful in this project, you can do this in your calculator, or if it's easier to do in Excel, if I select the column that my data is in, and then I look up at the top, there's a spot that says data, open that on the ribbon, and then I just have to click the A to Z button, and that sorts it from smallest to largest. Click that, and now my data will be all in order from smallest to largest. Another thing that I'm asked to do is find a bunch of random values to give myself a bunch of samples. You're going to need to find 40 samples for this project. I'm going to set this up by finding 8 samples. In Excel, if you're not using your calculator, you can get a random number by hitting equals rand between, open a parentheses, and then I'm going to pick my smallest value. Notice my data in the cells go from cell 1 to cell 20. So I'm going to do 1, 20, because it goes from cell 1 to cell 20. And that gives me cell 15 as my first random value. Cell 15 is 22.9. What's nice about Excel is every time I type in a number, it's going to recalculate the random value. Now it says cell 6. Cell 6 is 17.5. Now it says cell 20. That's 24.8. Now it says 18. That's 23.8. Now it says 16. That's 23. Your samples are supposed to be size 5. So there's one sample of size 5. Now I'll do another one. 10 is 20.1. Row 2 is 15.6. Row 9 is 19.0. Row 3 is 15.8. Row 20 is 24.8. And I'm going to keep doing this until all my samples are filled. Now that my samples are all filled in, I need to calculate the mean for each one of these samples. To get the mean, we're going to hit equals average, open a parentheses, and then select the data in sample 1. When I hit tab, it tells me the mean of that sample is 22.4. If I grab that mean cell, there will be a small dot in the bottom right corner. If I click that dot and drag it down my spreadsheet, it's going to calculate all the means all the way down the line, which is going to be very, very nice. Now that I've got my means, I need to move those means over into column B. And the trick is, right now the means are in a row, and I need them in a column. Here's a nice little Excel trick to get them out of the row and into the column. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select my data values. And if I right-click the data values and click Copy, and then just beneath them, I'm going to right-click the first cell. And instead of just doing paste, I'm going to do the paste with the 1, 2, 3. That pasted the values. So now there's no formula behind them. Now it's just the actual values. Then I'll select the values and hit Copy. And over here in cell B1, if I right click, there's another special paste called transpose. It's got the row column switching back and forth. Clicking transpose will put all of those means in a nice little column for me. Now I've got my data and I've got my means. My spreadsheet is ready to submit. And I'm also all set up, ready to start calculating my actual solutions for the project. So hopefully this video was helpful. We talked about how to find standard deviations, means, how to stretch a formula across many values, how to order your data. We also talked about a little trick with copy and paste, and also how to use random values in order to help you as you work on your project in our class. If you have any questions, let me know. Texting is great, or email, or Canvas, and I'll get those answers to you out as quick as I can. Good luck.